So this is going to be a slow video. I just want to figure out what is it that happened, and I'm sorry if it's not going to be very exciting, but this is more for me than for anyone else. I'm going to go almost trade by trade. So in the morning I get a chart up, and I see that we gap down. This is the close at 612. Here we open at 6585. Nice bar down. I look at the action and I see that there is no trading up here, so I decide to go short. I hold it for a while, then momentum fades, and I take my profits, and this is all good. Then there is another peak down. I short it after momentum, realize that I was playing momentum and momentum was not there anymore, so I scratch it for a tick. Price goes up, starts visiting the low of the previous candle. I think, well, this is not going any higher. I short it. I get stopped out at, 4 ticks. Could have waited a little longer because price actually stops right here, and I noticed that there is no trading in correspondence with the previous range high, so I short it again, but it takes too long. Starts chopping about, so I get scared and I bail out with a tick. Then I see all those prints coming in, and I think, okay, well, this is it breaking down. And I take it for a few ticks and then bail because I still don't know what kind of day we're going to be in. So I bail at the overnight. Well, it's not really an overnight, it's the first hour of trading low. Then it continues going short, it continues going down, so it breaks. I take a couple of ticks, and then I see massive amounts of selling, so I get into it again, bail out with a few ticks. I do it again, and I get stopped out. I'm still in short mode. I grab a couple of ticks here and there, and then I get stopped out on a long, thinking this was reversing. There was some ways to go. No, I don't get stopped out. I actually get a few ticks. Alright. Well, I'm still in long mentality, so I'm thinking I'm gonna rest my order here at the high of the previous minor swing. But everything breaks down, so I get stopped out. I join in the short and I ride it for as long as it takes me, and it starts chopping and I get out, and here I'm golden. Here I'm like plus 19 ticks. I remember it took me less than an hour. I had my breakfast, everything was fine, it was a nice day, and I thought, Jesus, I'm a genius. I got it, I figured it out. And this is where the monkey just hops onto my shoulder and takes complete control of me. You can see that between 9:40 and 10, so in 20 minutes, I must have placed, 10 trades? 10, 12 trades? All probably wrong. So I'm not even going to get into this. What am I doing here? This is a long stopped out. This is a short stopped out. This is a long, got a few ticks. This is a long stopped out, long stopped out. Short, stopped out. So here I give back probably most of it. And then this is non-directional. I thought this was the bottom. This was gonna go higher, or at least revisit about this area. Instead, it's really nicely chopping about. I mean, this was a beautiful area. It corresponded with, I think there was a VWAP here. Let's look at the chart. This area right here, yeah. People were taking profits on their longs. Right here, there was, what was it? Yeah, it was the, basically an 80% first standard deviation of the spell curve. So people were taking their profits here. 30, 31. We had the VWAP descending. So it wasn't impossible to do it, just needed a little more attention, a little less monkey. What do? I go long, I get stopped out, long, stopped out. Here, I don't know what I'm doing. Long, stopped out, short, one tick, short, stopped out, short, scratched. And then I place a few more trades, and this is where I slow down. So you see, too many trades, less trades. This is where I grab lunch and I reconsider. So by taking things a little slower, I am able to do better, obviously. A little more time to think, a little less looking at crazy numbers on the dome, all the theater of orders stacked and pulled. So once I start looking at levels, I get long here, which is not a very good entry, but I start thinking in terms of levels. I start thinking in terms of what we've done during the day. So we've gone lower, then we tested a couple of times this area, and we tried to push lower. We got rejected at just a few ticks here at 500 psychological level. So I think, well, at least we're gonna revisit this. So getting long, it almost scares me out. Then it goes higher, it rests here, there's nowhere else for it to go. It was doing this wedge. I love it. I'm seeing wedges everywhere. Can I draw a wedge here? Can I don't think so. Triangle? I'll draw a triangle. How is this done? Yeah, there you go. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing wedges everywhere. Wedges, wedges, wedges. So it breaks higher, then it consolidates, and then it goes higher, and then instead of seeing it consolidate some more and go for my original target, I just bail out here because I don't know what I was thinking. Then I see this level here. I'm thinking 30 held a couple of times. We haven't properly visited the low, so hey, let's get short. And it works for a while, but then guess what? There's a triangle. Is this a triangle? No, that's not the triangle that I wanted to draw. Anyway, I get short, it scares me out to the tick. Takes me out, and then of course it goes lower. What happened at 36? I think this at 36 was the VWAP. And there was this nice little step. So 34 got rejected. Nothing traded at 34, or well, very little traded at 34, just enough to scare me out. And then it went lower. So this is what really ruins me. It's the reversing, thinking, okay, well, it broke this level, then we're done for the day. We've explored the low, we're going back to where we were this morning. I take long, and the problem is that I don't bail. I don't bail for 11 ticks. I need to see this go against me. Could have gone out here, which was the reasonable thing to do, seeing that there were no more buyers interested over 29. Instead, I just let it go. At least I have the decency of admitting that I am completely wrong, and then I flip it again. And this time, I ride on until the end. My intended target was about here, what was it, 13. It was the point of control for the day. I'm using more and more here, 13, but we can probably see it better. Yeah, so when I take it here and I short it, I'm thinking, well, we're gonna go back to 13. So place my limit order there, and I get filled. Then, of course, this was an easy scalp because I've seen just raw rejection down here. This was an area that we explored before. Got plenty of volume here. Nobody interested in selling anymore. I see that break the 14, and I think, well, it's probably gonna go up here to revisit the area where it broke from at 24. But I don't have the patience for it, and I bail out. Then I start seeing triangles again. Man, I love triangles. I mean wedges, or whatever you want to call it. It's not perfect, but you get my drift. So one lower, rejection, then we took a higher low. This is, there was a level here in 19, there was something else. It was an error conjunction. So this is where, this is after I posted that stuff on BMT. I posted about at this time. And it was I think it was the shaming, just the raw shame of it. Of thinking I'm an idiot, I'm trading nothing like I used to. I used to enter just on limit orders, and so far today, I had only used market orders. I just jumped in the market, just looking at momentum, because we had such a beautiful momentum going. But momentum doesn't last forever. It lasted between 9 and 11. Need to remember that. So this onwards are trades that I am more accustomed to seeing in my trading. So here I think it's going higher, or at least there's going to be a bit of a range. So I get long, fill to the tick at 17, never goes against me. It gets stuck at 22, 23. I wanted to take it at 23, but seeing how hard it was rejected, well, it wasn't rejected, how hard it hit a wall at 22, I decided to take profits at 22. Eventually, of course, it goes to 23. Then it breaks down, and I think that because we made this beautiful thing lower and then we were rejected off here, I think, oh well, we're gonna go lower. See, again, just chasing the momentum of it, but at least I get out with 4 ticks. And then I re-enter. 22, 23 would have been a better entry. 22 wasn't that bad. I take it for a spin. This, I wasn't even at the keyboard, so I can't say what went on. And here I take a few more. Awful rejection. Quick trade. Awful rejection of the 500 psychological level. We did that before. Expected another bounce. Hop in. Don't trust it. Give it a couple of ticks. Hop in again. See that we're very low, very close to this 6-7 level where we broke out of. And then I get out. I know it's a counter trend trade, don't want to push it, 1-2 ticks. Nothing to be proud of, but it worked. And here, triangles. Man, triangles are fantastic. I gotta stop calling them triangles, they're wedges. Where was it? What was I talking about? Yeah, sure. So, yeah, something like this. We had a level here, we're bouncing, but we can't seem to be able to put in higher highs. So I thought, well, okay, this is breaking. I get into here, where I see there's a level at 95, 96. Had it gone higher again, it would build out. Instead, I try to ride it for a bit, get scared. Instead of riding it all the way down, I just bail. And then another short, same thing, seeing a wedge, take it for a few ticks, and down again, short. There was a level here at 86, take a short, a couple of ticks here and there. Try for a continuation here, doesn't really work. Get out of 3 ticks, get long. Then I realize that I'm counter trend trading. This goes higher and higher, but it does so with very little volume. I remember this formation. It gets rejected and it's on low volume. So instead, I just get out. I reverse, take it for a spin lower, see it stall, take my profits. Then again a short, I see this is going up, but again a little volume, gets rejected pretty hard. This entry is not fantastic, it goes against me quite a lot. I thought this was a continuation pattern, but when I saw this, as soon as we came lower, I just bailed with 1 tick, and I did well, because eventually into the close, this goes higher. Well, this was it today. I think summarizing, the problems for me today were, well, of course, the monkey, the fact that I've traded too instinctively, didn't wait for my usual setups, my usual wedges, and the levels. I also let a trade go against me 11 ticks, which is out of this world for in terms of stops. I usually stop it at 2, 3, 4 ticks, sometimes 5 if it gets a full stop. 11, I don't know, I think I was just paralyzed. It was just in this mindset where I was hoping and wishing and praying for it to make me whole. Eventually I did close it. So pain has a threshold. What else? Overtrading. Too many trades. I think this was partly justified by the fact that we had such a busy morning. And greed, definitely. I was up 19 ticks, which was one of my better days. But I had the whole day in front of me, and I just couldn't stop. I couldn't stop, and I wasted it all, and I had to work very, very hard to get some of it back. At any rate, not everything is done in vain. I think this was very therapeutical. I read a couple of posts from you guys, and they really help. They do. Just posting my own thoughts and reading that people are having the same problems or have had the same problems in the past. It helps you concentrate on the things that you need to focus on. So it's not a wasted day. Look at silver linings. It's not a wasted day, and it was close positive. Really, I cannot complain. I'll keep on posting, and I'll let you know how I get on to this thing live. Hopefully, we'll see better days. So far, I am negative. I clawed some back, so minus $220 on 4 days of trading. Today was a learning day. Didn't think that switching to live would get me this hard, but it obviously did. I'll try with some meditation, I'll try some tricks, see if I can keep my cool. And hopefully it will be a new day. Well, I'm not gonna bore you anymore with this. Thanks for watching. Keep on doing those awesome things and posting, because it really helps other people. It definitely helps me. And thank